Right, Marlon, back in the side after a little break, and the manager said he was pleased with your performance. How did you find the Vale game?
Yeah, enjoyed it a lot. Like I said, obviously once not being in the team, you just want to do as much as you can to get back in it. So I didn't really expect to be in it, to be honest, on Friday. I didn't really know what the gaffer's thoughts were, so I was a bit relieved at the same time, and yeah, happy with my performance. Disappointed we didn't get the 3 points that I felt we deserved. But in the end, it could be a good point, and at least we didn't lose.
Yeah, the manager sort of stressed to us that that nobody's been dropped recently. It's just taking people out because you have played a lot of games, but we particularly disappointed not to start at Hereford. Was difficult, or did you sort of accept the reasons why?
I think any footballer's going to be disappointed when they're not playing. But obviously, it's the gaffer's decision. You've got to respect that. It's part and parcel of football. So I took it on the chin, and now like I said, as soon as I won the side, I wanted to get straight back in it.
Yeah, and do you feel like you're back to somewhere sort of near your best form against Vale? Because it was a good all-round performance, wasn't it? But you did sort of seem to see a lot of the ball and orchestrate a lot of things.
Yeah, it was a good team performance, but I was happy the way I did. I think I did have a lot of the ball really compared to a lot of other games. Some games, the ball's kind of bypassed me, and when I've got it, it's hard. But like I said, I was happy, and something to build on now. I think I'm due a bit of consistency now. I want to go on a good few games where I'm playing at a good level, like I kind of was last year.
Yeah, you've done well with the 4-2-3-1 for a lot of the last couple of seasons, but can you remember a time you played 4-4-2 better than Vale? Because it looked good, didn't it? It's nice for the manager to have that option of two in the middle and two wide midfielders.
Yeah, I think obviously where we've kind of been, we've been used to the kind of 4-3-3, the 4-1, kind of any kind of variation in that formation. And we have played 4-4-2 sometimes. We looked kind of a bit weak, and so against the second side of the team in the league, and play 4-4-2 as well as we did. I think it's good for the team and good for the gaffer, because probably lately we have been itching to play two up front, and it makes it easier for us as well, because it's more passes going forward, and hopefully they can hold the ball up and then create chances, and we see that against Port Vale. I think we created so many clear-cut chances, and to be fair, we haven't done in a while. I don't think as many as that in a game recently, and obviously we've won. But they were clear chances to go on and win comfortably. So it's another kind of string to our bow now. So we know we can play it. So there's no excuses now in the future for when we play any formation.
Yeah, I think you've got a record of scoring goals around Christmas, haven't you? Against Bradford a couple of seasons ago, you got one, didn't you, the 4-0, and against Rotherham last season you got one around Christmas as well, didn't you? Is that right?
Yeah, I kind of usually go on little spells of scoring. So hopefully now, so back in the team, I'll pick a few more goals up. Obviously, the aim at the beginning of the season was to kind of beat last season's tally, which was pretty decent. I felt for a defensive midfielder, but I think I've been a bit more deep this year. But I'm going to obviously try and get forward as much as I can, kind of unleash the shackles and go and play with a bit more freedom, and hopefully that will bring goals.
Yeah, you tried one from virtually the halfway line, didn't you? And you've tried a couple of those. Do you think you're going to get one in at some point?
I hope so. I just see him off the line, I had a touch, and I had a quick look up, and he was off his line, and he said to me after he thought it was in, he said he was scrambling back. It looked decent, but I think I probably caught it too low, and it just stayed straight. So I personally think that's always on in the game. The keepers always cheat in the starting position and always get a bit lazy, and you've seen so many goals like that. So if the next time is on, hopefully it goes in. But I definitely would keep trying, and hopefully the next one gets on target.
They always say that sort of thing's a sign of confidence. I mean, you're always confident that you can put a decent effort in from that sort of range.
Yeah, even like I said, I haven't my performance level haven't been as consistent as last year. But I've always, with the belief that every game I go out there and I'll play well, and like I said, I know what ability I can rely on. So I won't shy away from any challenges or trying anything like that, because sometimes you've got to try something special to win a game.
Yeah, Darren Carter said after the game that he's going to have talks with the manager, and we just spoke to Mark, who's confident that he can keep him for the rest of the season. So how good news is that for the team and also for you as a midfielder?
I think it's great, really. I think a lot of people obviously been talking about Darren leaving, going for a higher club, but I don't think a lot of people see how happy he is here. He's obviously come, to the game of football you can't beat him. Obviously he's come here, he's basically played every game since he's been here, and obviously he's enjoying it. We're a good bunch of lads, and see the gaffer and that's been great to him, and so there's no reason why not to. So it's a good boost for the team. He's scored a few important goals lately, so it's going to be good for our promotions push towards the end of the season.
Yeah, Rochdale, and you wouldn't have played there with Cheltenham. Did you play there in not the reloan spells before?
Yeah, I played there once with Dagenham. I think maybe the season they went up, Rochdale.
Right.
Yeah.
How did you get on? Can you remember what the
we
score
lost
was?
2-1. Quite unlucky, really, but obviously I don't know. I think they're struggling a bit of late, so hopefully we'll pile on a bit more of the misery. So I think that obviously this is an important period now. A lot of games coming up, so we've got to keep maintaining our good form and stay up in that top 3.
Yeah, you've got 4 yellows, haven't you, Marlon? So does that at all in the back of your mind when you go out? Do you want to get to the end of the year, obviously, and not have to miss a game, or do you just play absolutely normally, and if it comes, it comes? And
of course, in an ideal world, I don't want to get booking, but I don't think about it. If it happens, it's going to happen. So it's kind of a bit of a tightrope, and maybe I'll try. And I think there was one on Saturday where I got the wrong side of the play, and I could have brought him down, but I just let him go. And so I think on that case it was a bit sensible there, but it will happen. It's football eventually, so it'd be better if it happens at the start of the year, so everything's get clean. But if I get booked and I miss a game, then unfortunately that's the way it is in football sometimes. But at least I've improved a bit considering last year's record, yeah. So I've done well on that front.
Yeah, the manager doesn't bring you in on Christmas Day the last couple of years. I think he's given you off again. So do you have to come in and sort of, well, you have to show on Boxing Day that it was the right decision, and show him that you've worked hard and done the right things away from the club?
Yeah, obviously the gaffer's great at that. I think all boys, no one wants to come on Christmas Day. The gaffer having young kids always helps. So obviously you got to watch your portions on Christmas Day, but last year we played Shrewsbury last year. Yeah, that was a decent performance. Hopefully, like I said, there won't be no hangover or nothing for Christmas Day. We just got to go and win, and then like I said, we've got a few more important games coming up now, so hopefully we'll get into that second spot and start pushing for the top place.
Yep.